Good morning, Grace. I just wanted to give you a quick video. We are changing our lead source for seller leads. Um, Here over the next month, we're transitioning. So you're going to start seeing some potential seller leads that do not leave their phone number, name, or uh, email. So I just want to kind of go over how we're going to combat that when we move them over to Mojo. This has started today. So we saw overnight a bunch of leads come in. Today is April 24th, is Thursday. So this started up last night. So we have a bunch of leads that came in. So I want to show you how we're going to move those to Mojo. It's very similar to what you were doing. It's just there's a couple extra steps. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. I am currently signed in as you. And here are your tabs. So nothing new, nothing's going to change with the buyer side. That stays the same. So you're going to stay the same there. Our change is going to be in the Transfer Real Greeks seller group for the sellers. As you can see here in our list, we have a bunch of unassigned leads. All right. And those, if you follow it over here to this side, it says potential seller lead. So what happened here is they came onto our website, they put their address in, and then they hit next step. But then when they asked them for their email, name, and phone number, they backed out of it. So it captures what their addresses are. So we want to go ahead and give them a call. All right, so the first thing we need to do is, if you see, a lot of these are unassigned. So you need to assign them to you. So here, you just drop down. You can assign it that way if there's only a couple. Or you can click this upper right box, highlight everything, go to bulk actions, assign. Not see it. No, if you, yep, you see that. Okay, you see this? You're going to, as the agent, assign yourself, or Robin, sorry. And then hit next. Click this box to confirm and reassign. Now, as you know, with Real Geeks, it takes a few minutes for it to change, but it will change all of these to you. All right. Okay. So we're going to go through the standard. Now they're all in your name. We're going to go ahead and, if you saw one here that was in an agent's name and not your name, you can disregard. Do not move them to Mojo. Only if it's unassigned or Robin. All right, so we're going to export these. We're going to highlight all of these. We are going to, let's only do a few because I want you to be able to do it when you come in today. So I'm just going to do 3 of these. So I'm going to take a mix here. This one has, I'm going to take the first 4. All right. Because as you can see, we have 3 potential seller leads, but then 1 seller lead that filled out their name, phone number, and email. All right. So this is going to be a mix of potential seller leads and then seller leads that actually signed up on the website. All right. Same thing. We're going to export. Same thing you always do. Export those leads. This is being sent to the Ween Pollard email. So I'm going to go off into a different, my Ween Pollard emails on a different tab. So you're not seeing this, but I'm going to download the link like you always do. We're going to go over to Mojo. We're going to import files. I'm already signed in and everything. So import files. All right. You're going to go through the same steps that you normally go through. I'm going to choose my list. All right. Hit next. This is going to go into Real Geeks Seller. Hit next. Go ahead and do this. The only one I'm seeing that's not coming over is property address that you have to set up. And this will be important because you won't be able to skip trace those numbers unless this property address is selected. All right. Phone is set up, mapped correctly, and email is mapped correctly. We're going to hit next. All this is set up. They're going to scrub to make sure it's not a duplicate. They're going to scrub by phone numbers, and they're going to keep the old one. We're going to hit next. Oh, you know what? I am realizing, let me go back. I'm not sharing the proper screen. That's dumb of me. Hold on. Sorry about that. There we go. Sharing the proper screen. So let's hit rewind. Sorry about that. Put my list in there. Hit next. I chose my proper list, Real Geek Sellers. I hit next. I mapped the street address because that was, so this was not mapped correctly, which is probably doing that all the time. So you just have to go and hit street address under property address to map it correctly. Next. All this stays the same. And we just double check all our mapping here. We have the street address for property address. Good. We're going to finish. Why is it saying we're not importing any? Hold on. Okay, stand by. I got the wrong list, I think. Yep, I have the wrong list. Here we go. Good thing I checked. So when I went in here, I was playing around with this morning so I wouldn't fumble through my presentation, which that's exactly what I'm doing. So now we're going to go all the way back, and I'm going to choose the proper file, which is the one I just downloaded. All right. Jeez. So much for preparing, huh? All right, we're going to hit next. Next. Oh, we're not mapped correctly, so I'm going to go ahead and map this correctly to street address. Now we're mapped. All the other mapping is good. We got the phone number and email. All of this stays the same. All right, now we have to be imported 4, right? And that's what we had, so we're good. I'm going to hit finish import. All right, here's the additional step. Would you like to skip trace the group? And so this is going to be yes. All right. So now it's saying that validation of your file is complete. Let's continue. So would you like to include phone numbers on the federal do not call list? They visited our website, even though they didn't sign up. So I'm going to choose yes for this. We do not want to replace existing names, mail addresses, information. We do not want to ignore previously skipped records. So yes on the first one, no stays on the second two. Continue. It's going to do its skip tracing. All right. Contact skip trace was 4. Okay. All right. So these are the 4 we just pulled in, right? So it has the addresses. We should have names now, or numbers rather, and names. And yes, we do. It shows their address, who lives there, and now we have numbers. Right, so now we can call them. That is it. You're still going to do the same thing like those 4 that we pulled over. Let me just share this screen. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to choose those 4, and we're going to bulk action, bulk update. We're going to tag. We're going to tag Mojo so we know it was sent to Mojo. And we hit next and confirm update and update. All right. Just real quick, let me share the screen just to finish up. So you see how these are in red because they're on the do not call list, but they visit our website, so we have the right to call them, in my opinion. You'll see that Rochelle was the one that was actually signed up as a full sign up, and you see that her name is the number is still there. So that's a good thing. So it did not take her name. And if someone has other numbers, they'll put them in second position. So you'll still call that for the right number first. That's it for today. Just adding something to the, to the process. I think we're going to be doing a few other things here in the future. Having you go ahead and assign the leads to the team members based on a rotating list. We're still working through that on our end. Sarah is doing that right now, still in-house. Once we get our process right, that will be your assignment coming up. Hope all is well and you're enjoying yourself. I know I don't interact with you that often, and I apologize for that. If you ever want to get on a call just to see how things are going or whatever, feel free, just reach out and I'm busy and I know you're doing a good job and doing your job. So I put my time and energy into things that I have to. So, but I'd love to hop on a call at some point with you. So if you want to chat, let me know. All right. That's all. And have a great day.